When your cat follows you from room to room, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Yes, it seems sweet, maybe even a little clingy. But behind that constant presence, there's something deeper that most people miss. It's one of the most emotionally loaded things your cat can do. And if you ignore it, which most owners do, you might be missing one of the clearest signs that your cat has chosen you in a way that goes far beyond simple companionship. Let's start with what that quiet, shadowing behavior really means. Have you ever wondered why your cat follows you, but not everyone else? Most people think it's about dependency, that your cat just wants food, attention, or stimulation. But here's what's actually happening. Your cat is making a choice. Cats are not wired like dogs. They're not naturally social followers. In the wild, they're solitary hunters. Independence is their default setting. So when your cat repeatedly chooses to be where you are, even when nothing obvious is happening, it's not about needing something. It's about preferring you. Think about that for a second. Out of every space in your home, every quiet corner, every warm spot, they pick your presence. And by the way, if your cat ever follows you and then just sits near you without asking for anything, don't brush it off. We'll get to what that really means at the end, and it's something most owners wish they'd understood sooner. Because this isn't random behavior. It's the beginning of something much deeper. Have you ever noticed how your cat relaxes more when you're nearby? Most people assume the cat just feels comfortable. But here's what's actually happening. A 2019 study from Oregon State University found that cats form secure attachment bonds with their humans, similar to how infants bond with caregivers. But what does that actually mean? It means your presence changes your cat's internal state. Their stress levels drop, their guard lowers, their brain literally shifts out of survival mode. So when your cat follows you, they're not just being curious. They are regulating themselves through you. Think about that for a second. In the wild, a cat survives by staying alert, cautious, and alone. But in your home, your cat is choosing to relax that instinct because you're there. And here's where it gets even more powerful. You are not just part of their environment. You are the part that makes everything feel safe. Have you ever felt your cat brush against your legs, again and again? Most people think it's just affection. But here's what's actually happening.
Cats have scent glands in their cheeks, tails, and paws. When they rub against you or stay close to you, they're leaving invisible chemical signals called pheromones. These pheromones say something very specific. This is mine. This is safe. This belongs to me. But not in a possessive way, in a bonding way. Your cat is blending their scent with yours, creating a shared identity. Think about that for a second. To your cat, smell is how the world is organized. And when they choose to stay near you, follow you, and mark you, they're literally placing you inside their inner circle. You are not just a human in their space. You are part of their territory, part of their group. And that changes everything about how they see you. And hey, if this makes sense to you, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more cat lovers who actually want to understand what their cat is really saying. Have you ever seen a kitten follow its mother everywhere? Most people don't connect that to adult cat behavior. But here's what's actually happening. Following is one of the earliest survival instincts a cat develops. In the wild, kittens stay close to their mother because distance means danger. Staying near her means warmth, protection, and learning how to survive. That instinct doesn't disappear. It evolves. Studies on domestic cats reveal that many adult behaviors are modified versions of kittenhood bonding patterns, just redirected toward human. So when your cat follows you, they're not just moving through the house. They're reenacting a deeply wired pattern of trust and reliance. Think about that for a second. Your cat sees you as more than a companion. They see you as a central figure in their world, a source of stability, a point of orientation. And what makes this even more meaningful is they didn't have to transfer that instinct to you. They chose to. Have you ever noticed how your cat ignores some people, but never seems to ignore you? Most people assume cats are just picky, but here's what's actually happening. Cats are highly selective with their attention. Behavioral scientists have observed that cats don't form strong attachment behaviors with every human in their environment. They choose. And once they choose, their behavior shifts.
Following becomes consistent. Proximity becomes intentional. Presence becomes personal. Think about that for a second. Your cat could follow anyone in the house, but they don't. They follow you. And this isn't about routine. It's not just because you feed them. It's because in their perception of the world, you matter more. This is where most owners get it wrong. They normalize it. They assume it's just what cats do. But it's not. It's what your cat does with you. Remember earlier when I said your cat might follow you and then just sit near you without asking for anything? This is what I was talking about. Have you ever had your cat sit quietly beside you, doing absolutely nothing? No meowing, no pawing, no demands? Most people think nothing is happening. But here's what's actually happening. Your cat is choosing presence over purpose. And for an animal built on efficiency, survival, and instinct, that's profound. They are not there for food, not for warmth, not even for interaction. They are there for you. Think about that for a second. In the wild, every movement has a reason. Every moment is calculated. But your cat is breaking that pattern. They're spending time with you with no objective, no gain, no need.
That's not instinct. That's attachment. And here's where it becomes something deeper than most people realize. Your cat is making themselves vulnerable. By staying near you without scanning for threats, without positioning themselves for escape, they're lowering their guard on purpose because they trust you that much. Have you ever noticed your cat suddenly stop following you? Most people assume it's just mood, but here's what's actually happening. A sudden change in this behavior often signals a shift, either emotionally or physically. Cats are consistent when they feel safe. So when that consistency breaks, it's not random. It could mean stress, discomfort, illness, or a change in how secure they feel in their environment. Think about that for a second. The absence of this behavior can be just as meaningful as its presence. This is where most owners miss something important. They wait for obvious signs, but this subtle change is often the first signal. So if your cat stops choosing to be near you, don't ignore it. Pay attention, because that quiet distance might be the only way they know how to tell you something isn't right. So when your cat follows you from room to room, do you actually know what they're trying to say? It's not just curiosity. It's not just habit. And it's definitely not just neediness. It's connection. It's trust. It's your cat choosing to be near you again and again when they don't have to. That's not a small thing. That's not random behavior. That's your cat seeing you as safety, as familiarity, as part of their world. And that simple act of following you, it was never small to them. And it shouldn't be small to you either.